Friends, how are you? Welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we will be having a razor sharp view at the India-China standoff and its repercussions. Let's begin. The news is well known to all of us. It was an unfortunate incident on the 9th of 15th June. 20 Indian soldiers and a colonel were martyred in a brutal clash with the People's Liberation Army of China. This was the biggest confrontation since 1967 Nathula clash, when around 80 Indian soldiers were martyred and the number of casualties on the Chinese side was 300. Hu Zijin, editor of Global Times, widely considered as a mouthpiece of Chinese Communist Party, tweeted. He tweeted that India needs to get rid of two misjudgments. The first, it underestimates China's will to stop Indian troops from crossing the LAC. Indian society thinks that India can beat China in a military war. So, correct understanding of each other is the basis for peaceful coexistence of India and China. So, what are the developments so far? Talks are ongoing on a military and a diplomatic level. De-escalation is in progress and bearing fruits. Let's look at a fleeting military comparison between the two countries. First, let us look at the budget. The CNAS report published by the Chinese government claims that Beijing's defense budget is 5 times more than that of India's. This sets the background for further military discussions. Let's look at the nuclear arsenal. China has nuclear warheads capable of striking throughout India. India also has similar capabilities. It has the Agni, BrahMos and the intercontinental ballistic missile at its disposal, which can strike throughout China. Let's look at the army. The Chinese People's Liberation Army deploys around 1.6 million troops, while the Indian Army deploys around 1.4 million troops. A recent report in Jan 2020 by the Chinese news agency claimed that they have shrunk their army by 50% in order to modernize its forces. The 1.6 million troops count is after they have shrunk their army. A Belfer report published by Belfer Institute, a leading US think tank, claims that India deploys around 2.25 lakh personnel in the China-facing northern regions. These troops are highly admired by the Western countries for their capabilities. The CNAS report published by the Chinese government claims that India needs a navy upgrade. This is evident from the fact that its Indian Navy defense budget dropped from an average of 15 to 16% in 2010 to 10 to 12% in 2018-19. Let's look at our Air Force. In Air Force, India has a considerable edge over China, considering the Himalayas are protecting our borders. India has a range of Sukhoi, MiG and Rafale jets. These are very advanced fighter planes supplied to us by different countries. China does not have a comparative advanced fighter plane arsenal. In short, India is better or equal to China. The good news is that Russia is delivering S-400 defense system ahead of time. What will China do? China will try to limit Indian influence on its neighboring countries such as Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Myanmar. China and its bankrupt puppet Pakistan will try to be a troublemaker for Indian interests. This is evident from the recent Chinese strategy which was exposed by our government. China is seen as an expansionist state. It is luring countries into a debt trap and then exercising pressure. What should India do? India needs to go global. It needs to strengthen its defense partnerships with different countries. It needs to increase its naval operations in the critical South China Sea as well as highlight its military presence in the Indian Ocean. In my opinion, the Modi government and the Indian Armed Forces are giving a befitting reply to China on all fronts. US and its allies are helping India build a muscle to counter China. The recent visit of PM Modi to Ladakh has sent tremors. Mr. Modi has termed China as an expansionist state which is interested only in land grabbing and forcing its weak neighbors into satisfying its national interests. I am fully supporting the moves of PM Modi and our Indian armed forces. Let's hope that the things improve in future. Till then, see you soon and Jai Hind. So friends, if you like my first video, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my analysis in upcoming weeks. Do post your valuable likes and comments. If you want to know more about me and this channel, visit the About Us section at the top right hand side. See you soon.